Star Television, Channel 21. I am Warabai Kamara. First, the headlines. The commanding officer, Joint Medical Unit at the 34 Military Hospital, Lieutenant Colonel Dr. Stephen Silverly, has said the Infection Prevention and Control (IPC) plays a critical role in reducing the infection rate at the hospital setting.
This is one of many things we have been collaborating on. A few weeks ago, we commemorated the World Malaria Day. We have been working together to conduct simulations on response to Ebola epidemic and other infectious diseases.
The Freetown City Council has officially launched its tree planting initiative at the Freetown Amusement Park at the Henry Ferguson School in commemoration of the World Environmental Day.
Today, we are planting trees, not just because it's the week of World Environment Day, but because the environment is critical to our transformation agenda for Freetown.
In sports, head of the Old Edwardian Football Club, Abubakar, and assistant Samba Moses has been suspended indefinitely without salary due to insubordination to club executive.
We felt that we had no other option but to suspend the head coach and the first assistant coach due to certain incidents that had taken place, and we do not believe that their conduct.
Those were the headlines, and now for the news in detail. Those were the headlines, and now for the news in detail. The commanding officer, Joint Medical Unit at the 34 Military Hospital, Lieutenant Colonel Dr. Stephen Silverly, has said that the Infection Prevention and Control (IPC) plays a critical role in reducing the infection rate at the hospital setting. Here's the story.
Yes, I particularly want to appreciate the Ministry of Health. This is one of many things we have been collaborating on. A few weeks ago, we commemorated the World Malaria Day. We have been working together to conduct simulations on response to Ebola epidemic and other infectious diseases, for example. And generally, I think the Ministry of Health has been quite supportive to the Ministry of Defense, particularly the Joint Medical Unit. I really want to appreciate the Ministry of Health and the Chief Medical Officer for this achievement. And we have other wonderful partners. Of course, this was not achieved by Ministry of Health alone. Technical support has been provided by the World Health Organization. And particularly, Hannah Maruta has been here. She is more like a staff now here. Thank you very much for your support, and I hope the WHO representative will also convey our appreciation. We have also achieved a lot and moving towards the Deputy Minister of Defense agenda to see that the President's vision for the health sector is achieved. That is strengthen the health system, develop infrastructure within the health system, get equipment, and develop the human resource base. And this is quite in line with the support that we have been receiving from the Deputy Minister of Defense.
The manifesto of this country, which is put together by no other person but the President, Dr. Julius Maada Bio, after free quality education, we jumped onto developing healthcare in this country. And then I went forward, to talk to my colleague yesterday that the military is just a microcosm of the civil society. And what I meant by that is developing 34 is like developing this country. So you see, looking at again the conversation that really went on yesterday, I asked the medical doctor, what is your concept of this development at 34? Then he said, there are 4 issues. I want to do refurbishing, I want to do new buildings, I want to do new human resource, I want to do new specialization. Then in all of this, I think he wrapped up with training. But what I see as lubricant for all of these factors, gentlemen and ladies, is doing this job with this kind of sanitizer. You see, when Ebola came here, we struggled. I was almost attached to the UN to really write SOP that soldiers rely on to do a job that they never trained for. So that happened that time.
Our fight against the dreaded diseases. The notion, and I'll tell you where we are leading, came the global health security agenda. One of the key components is medical countermeasures working with the military and the police. And I'll tell you this categorically. Sierra Leone is showing the world how to work. We, as the civil unit, working with the military, we are showing the world that it can be done. And this is the example that we are setting here. We can work with the military 100%. We want to thank all of you who made that a possibility, and let us continue to show the world that we can lead in so many areas. And this is one area that in the global health security agenda, we in Sierra Leone, we are leading. Let us be proud of ourselves. When that happens, in terms of the global health security agenda, a component is the antimicrobial resistance. Out of that, we saw the need, all of us saw the need that if we cannot prevent infections within our hospitals, then it becomes a death trap for our health workers. No one likes going to a profession. At the end of the day, the profession takes your life.
You're still watching the National News Bulletin here on Start TV. And now, the Freetown City Council has officially launched its tree planting initiative at the Freetown Amusement Park at the Henry Ferguson School in commemoration of World Environmental Day. Let's have more on that.
As Sierra Leone joins other countries the world over on Thursday, 6th June 2019, the Council has in its plan the planting of 12,000 jacaranda trees by the end of June 2019. Speaking at the launching ceremony, the mayor of the Freetown municipality, Yvonne Akisoya, described the agricultural and environmental initiative as an investment for prosperity and stressed the need to handle the situation with the seriousness it deserves. She furthered that people should do the same in their different environments and communities to achieve the desired goal.
Today, we're planting trees, not just because it's the week of World Environment Day, but because the environment is critical to our transformation agenda for Freetown. And why is that so? People have already made mention of the landslide. They've made mention of the need for us to continue to have water. And Chair Lady Fudia talked about her grandchildren having beautiful and pleasant spaces in which to enjoy our city. We're planting 12 trees here now, but over the course of the next 6 days, across Freetown, working with our partners, we will plant 2,000 trees. And I want to thank those who donated those trees. And within this month of June, we will go beyond that, and with the help of CRS, we'll plant 10,000 trees. So that's 12,000 trees before this month is over.
Council, the mayor told the audience, will monitor the trees as well as aiding in its sustainability and expressed gratitude and appreciation to Caritas Sierra Leone and Takaguma Park for their collaborative efforts in making it possible to get the necessary trees and flowers for the occasion. The Executive Chairman, Environmental Protection Agency Sierra Leone, Professor Fode M. Jawad, in his statement underscored the importance of the trees in protecting the environment and the benefits to the nation. He reiterated the need to protect our environment and admonished people to stop the cutting down of trees. Mr. Jawad, however, expressed optimism that the initiative by our worship, the mayor, would change the narrative for the benefit of all Sierra Leoneans.
Behold you to note that the United Nations selected World Environment Day for the simple reason that we are living in consonance with the environment. We thrive on the environment, we depend on the environment, and the environment also depends on us. But what has been happening, our actions, or can I put it, inactions, have actually led to a deteriorating effect. We have been building in mountain slopes, we have been cutting down trees, we have been doing all sorts of things to the environment. But let us be honest with ourselves. We have not been giving back, and that is the problem. We cut trees to build our houses, but we don't plant trees. We all know the importance of trees.
The head teacher of the Henry Jones Municipal School, Madam Admire Jones, on behalf of pupils, staff and management of the school, expressed gratitude to the mayor and the Freetown City Council for recognizing the school to be part of the launching ceremony, promising that the school will ensure the growing and sustainability of the trees.
Planting of trees plays a bigger role in every nation, because agriculture is the backbone. Trees can help protect our environment. It helps to provide shade. It serves as medicines for people, for humans. As Principal rightly said, it's symbiotic. It can benefit both man as well as animals.
For Star News, I am Moses Ojukama reporting.
And in sports, the head of the Old Edwardians Football Club, Abubakar, and assistant Samba Moses have been suspended indefinitely without salary due to insubordination to club executive. Let's join our sports correspondent, Hilton John, for some sporting updates.
Hello everyone, welcome for today's sporting news. We start local scenes. The sad news between Old Edwardian Football Club, more especially for the technical team. The head coach, who is Abubakar Tostao, and his assistant Samba Moses, has been suspended by the executive of the club. According to Tola Thompson Jr., he said they were suspended because of insubordination. Here is the report.
We felt that we had no other option but to suspend the head coach and the first assistant coach due to certain incidents that had taken place, and we do not believe that their conduct has been one that is becoming of persons who are supposed to be acting in such a capacity. We had a situation where they turned up very late for one of the games versus Eastern Lions. And that wasn't actually the reason why. But when they were asked to explain themselves, they felt the need that they can act with impunity and they're not answerable to anybody. And even then, after that draw, things were overlooked, and we decided to move on and put it down to just them having a bad day. So on the Friday before the Camel Eagles game, which was on the 2nd of June, they decided that they should put the word around that they will not turn up for the game. Even then, we ignored, and we thought that maybe that this is just rumors and misunderstandings. On the Sunday, on the Saturday, they didn't turn up to travel to Kenema. They still didn't turn up for the game itself on Sunday. We played the game, and the day after, we didn't hear from them. They didn't make any attempts to contact us. We tried to contact them. They were not forthcoming, and they did not attend any training sessions or activities to do with the football club. Wednesday, I think it was the 5th, we had a meeting of the executive, and we felt that we were left with no choice but to suspend them indefinitely from their positions as head coach and first assistant.
And also without any salary.
Yes.
A disciplined team, All Edwardians, taking the decision against these coaches, Abubakar Tostao and also Moses, who is Tamba, the assistant coach of All Edwardians. The club will be playing on Saturday at CRK TV Stadium. Maybe psychologically, this is telling the boys the absence of the head coach. More news in volleyball. The Western Region or the Western Area Volleyball Championship will stage on Saturday at CRK TV Stadium. 4 teams will be competing for the championship and the qualifier for the national competition. Soyi Kamara is the beach volleyball director. He explained more to Star Sports about the importance of these regional finals.
Yes, this is one big important competition because the winner, they top the group for Western Area and go qualify to the National Club Championship with its runners-up. So we tell you so automatically then 2 don't qualify, but they also want to feel that they top. And for they top very useful so that you go talk and say me are the champion for this region. And we will go to the National Club Championship, will be ranked 1st or 2nd for play the weaker side.
Who are these qualifying teams?
We get Youngster Volleyball Club and we get Super 6 Volleyball Club.
How important is a final for either side?
I think this is now one big final because the first final where we talk about team they go, people they can play way then they pay, when they can. This is the very first step for people in paper and then game here, so it's very, very important to we because when somebody pay, we try to give them very good reception so that you feel for come next time. So this allow we for even use that day for launch the new floor mat where the International Volleyball Federation send for we will launch and tomorrow and after that floor mat they then go play.
Wanna get prizes for meriting teams?
Yeah, we make them. We get our own style tomorrow. You know, we see no distribution of prizes or other thing. We will display no more the trophy. We will display the trophy. Then on the 14th, we will get the award night. We will award the champion. Everybody, so that everybody did be fine. We invite more people for can see how you look like. You can meet with the best player. This that.
So go at the CRK Stephen Stadium on Saturday. Give support to the volleyball family. 2 finals are wait to see. And we expect to get the best at the end of the competition. In the international scene, Chelsea hitman Hazard hopefully will join Real Madrid for £120 million, according to the Daily Mirror newspaper. Here is the report.
Eden Hazard, Ferland Mendy, Real Madrid transfers to be set within 2 days. Real Madrid reportedly aim to follow up the signing of striker Luka Jovic by bringing in Eden Hazard and Ferland Mendy in the next 48 hours, and will then try to ship a number of players out. The signing of the new players will cause a shake-up in Zinedine Zidane's squad, and the club hope the new arrivals will put pressure on some players to look for a new club, per the report. Hazard has already said he expects to leave Chelsea after scoring twice to help the club with the 2019 UEFA Europa League final. The 28-year-old is currently on international duty with Belgium, but talks between Chelsea and Real Madrid are ongoing, according to journalist Christophe Terreur. Belgium teammate Kevin De Bruyne expects Hazard to make the move to Spain, but said it may take time to seal the deal, per Terreur. Hazard is coming off a superb season for the Blues, where he played a key role in the team, finishing 3rd in the Premier League and winning the Europa League. The Belgian racked up 21 goals and 17 assists in all competitions. But after winning the Premier League title, FA Cup and League Cup during his time in England, has spoken of the need for a new challenge. Hazard's arrival will certainly enliven a Real Madrid attack that's toiled last season in the wake of Cristiano Ronaldo's departure to Juventus. Yet ESPN's FC's Dermot Corrigan feels they may need to sell before making another investment. Meanwhile, Mendy is expected to cost Los Blancos €50 million, £44 million. The left-back will be expected to rival 31-year-old Marcelo for the left-back spot, and, like the Brazilian, he loves to attack. However, Lyon have denied a deal has already been agreed for the defender to join Real Madrid. Real Madrid have already brought in striker Jovic from Eintracht Frankfurt and defender Eder Militao from Porto as they begin their summer overhaul. More new faces look certain to arrive as Zidane aims to build a squad capable of ending Barcelona's domestic dominance and rivaling Europe's best.
Well, the privacy of footballers has been a concern, wherein Neymar, the former Barcelona hitman, have denied a rape accusation. Also, here is the report.
One of football's biggest stars arrives for training with Brazil's national squad. Neymar under the spotlight after a string of personal problems, the latest, possibly the most serious. Overnight, the 27-year-old released this online exchange of how he and his accuser met to try and prove their eventual sexual encounter was consensual. According to a Sao Paulo police report, 2 months after meeting her on Instagram, he flew her to Paris, where he plays for Paris Saint-Germain, and met in a room at this upmarket hotel. His accuser says he arrived drunk, eventually becoming aggressive and raping her. Neymar says he's the victim of an attempted extortion.
Well, I'm accused of rape, a heavy word, very strong, but that's what's happening now. I was caught by surprise. It was very bad, and I'm very sad to listen to it, because anyone who knows me knows of my behavior, knows that I would never do something like that. It was a setup, and I was caught out, but it has to be a lesson from now on.
At least one fellow Brazilian footballer already defending him.
For me, it was surprising and sad to learn about it. I'm sure this issue will be cleared as soon as possible, and I believe in the innocence of Neymar.
The case comes after Neymar was stripped of Brazil's captaincy over disciplinary issues last month. He was also banned for 3 games by French authorities for hitting a fan, and was also reportedly involved in a dressing room brawl with his own teammates.
3-4 months ago, it was Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Neymar in terms of rape accusation. That's all for sports.
Thank you very much, Elton John, for that sporting update. I am Warabai Kamara, and thanks for watching.